the center position is such an important position. Ohio State's had a great track record with some guys. I mean, you look at that as being kind of the next wave, if you will, of guys that make an impact?
Just doing my part, just doing my job, and making sure that, again, you continue that legacy, you continue the expectation of guys that have left Ohio State and have done great things. And again, I got to make sure I reach that level and that expectation set by those guys.
Billy, what are the biggest differences that you've noticed so far, kind of being in the NFL versus being at Ohio State?
It's a lot more mental. I mean, it's mentally challenging, and you got to be quick on your feet and be able to recognize things quicker. But I mean, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. So it's only a 30-minute walkthrough that we just did. So there's not much we've done. So after practice up here later in this afternoon, we'll see how we feel.
On the flip side of that, what do you feel like are the biggest things that Ohio State did to prepare you? Like, are there things that you've noticed here already where you go, Ohio State prepared me really well for this?
Yeah, you got to be attentive in the classroom. I think that's probably the big thing right now. Again, it's a lot more mental. But I got a lot of things I got to improve on. I got to get quicker, recognizing defenses, just the way that the language and the system here is down in Cincinnati. But we're gonna be okay.
How special is this for you to still be in Ohio? That you've been able to play your whole football career so far here in Ohio?
I mean, it's huge. Again, you don't get that opportunity very often, especially when there's 32 teams around the country, and to be able to play here. I mean, it's awesome. But again, we got a lot of work to do.
Did you feel like going into the draft, like there was a pretty good chance the Bengals could take you in round one, or were you kind of surprised?
It's kind of surprised. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't really have any expectations. So to be down here in Cincinnati again, you're just really, really thankful for the opportunity and got to go to work.
What do you feel like you have to do here in this rookie minicamp just to get yourself started and get yourself ready for trying to start year one?
Continue my rehab. Again, I'm 9 weeks out. Continue the rehab and get my hands on the playbook, so I'm more familiar with it quicker with the language and the terms, and set myself up for a good position in fall to go and compete for a spot.
How special is it to be here with Sam and with Chris and to have those Ohio State guys here?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, again, somebody's familiar, somebody we're kind of cut from the same cloth, and it makes it easier, especially when you're talking the lingo and whatnot.
You guys are all captains at Ohio State. You guys, do you feel like that was something that appealed to the Bengals, that maybe made them want to bring you guys all in?
I don't know about that. So I think that might be a reach with that kind of question. But again, you get guys with great leadership and guys who did well at Ohio State, and I guess it translates when you go to the NFL.
Have you heard from a lot of the guys who are still at Ohio State since you've been drafted, just kind of congratulating you?
Oh yeah, I've been there for 4 weeks. I mean, I've been there doing my rehab at Ohio State, so I've been around them the entire time.
What do you feel like are the biggest things now that maybe you take from Ohio State that you bring here, and maybe you can even teach some of your new teammates?
Well, being a rookie, you don't really want to do too much. Again, you want to kind of shut your mouth and just go to work. But again, I think that intensity and making sure that the standard of how you operate is at a very high level. And so once I get more comfortable with things and once I understand the system better, we'll be in good shape.
Is it relieving being here now and being in the NFL after going through that draft process? Now that's over. You can just focus on football again?
Focus on one playbook and focus on one set of terms, one language, and we'll be good to go.